Just when I thought I couldn't find my way out, yeah, I searched the God in me to find my way out. I know it can seem way out, but the Creator flows to and through me from way out. I'm talking way out, yeah. See, if you believe in the God in you, it's a better place. Creating the force and the power to live a better life. Just know that love and joy and peace is one in all of the same space. That you were chosen just like God. Your energy. That's right. Only you can make the change. Shine your head at you. Shine so bright from darkness to light. From darkness to light. Yeah. And you'll find your way out. Yeah. Oh, it won't seem way out. Yeah. The power of God will flow through you from way out.
Welcome. This is Alchemizing Energy, and today I wanted to talk about when belief turns into blind faith, turns into sheer delusion. Okay, sometimes when you can believe in something so much that somebody can explain something to you and tell you what something is, and you believe in it so much that no logic, nothing logic that anybody could tell you, somebody could show it to you directly, and you're still not going to believe it. But like I said, Dale Carnegie said a long time, a man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. Well, what's up, Junie June? A man or woman convinced against his will or her will is of the same opinion still. I'm gonna drop the link because I want to see if you want to come up, because this is gonna be, I'm gonna be reviewing this, and if anybody wants to come up, hey, yes, definitely smash the like button. Please feel free to come up. Because hey, how's it going, June? But honey, I saw this live stream chat, and it was crazy. The level of delusion going on in this conversation. And listen, the pod was actually trying to explain to this girl, and she just believed in her thing, and no matter what she said, it was just not connected. So let's get into it, shall we? Here we go.
First ladies on the show on the 1 on 10 series.
Oh, really?
Thank you for coming, being brave.
Awesome.
You wanted to do the first prompt?
I did.
Okay. The prison planet one?
I did.
Are you cool with that?
Oh, yeah. I'll do it all. And then I wanted to talk about Jesus being the serpent in the Garden of Genesis.
Yeah, bring that up.
Okay.
Go ahead and start it off.
And
also, so they were talking about these Gnostic things of that we are on a prison planet. You know, that's the thing that 607 Unk seems to be kind of pushing, the Gnostic way of understanding that we're on a prison planet that's run by the demiurge and all this other stuff, and there's Sophia, that's the god, all that stuff. So let's go.
So the first prompt is that Earth is a prison planet, and
yeah, and you disagree with that. Yeah. Why do you disagree with that?
Well, I've never been to prison, but
could you speak louder too?
Yes, absolutely. So I've never been to prison, but as I understand, you must be sentenced for a crime. So I would want to know, if this is a prison planet, what is the crime that we're sent here? Well, like Anka explained it, it's not always that you're having a crime, but you do know that the Bible.
Thank you.
Right? I am. The Bible tells you that you're born in sin.
We are.
So to ask me what is the sin, you should already know. But I don't subscribe to that. Just if we're going to stick in the Bible says that you already are a sinner when you're born.
Yes, that's why we
need. And the Bible tells you that. So you answer that question. What is your original sin?
Well, the original sin came from Adam, when Adam and Eve disobeyed God.
To be honest, I'm glad you brought that up, because Adam and Eve never disobeyed God.
I understand that's what you think.
They disobeyed Elohim. That was not God. That was a council of gods or spirits.
And that's fair, and that's fine. You can call him whatever you want to call him.
So you agreed that wasn't God?
I don't agree. What I'm saying.
So can you prove that wasn't God? Because I can't.
I can't prove it, and neither can you.
Oh, yes, I can actually.
What the hell?
In the Hebrew, Elohim
Child.
for gods.
That means there's more than one. That leans toward my position that
So she said, I can't prove it and neither can you. So then the podcast, she basically proceeds to break it down and prove it. Thank you for the copyright disclaimer. Yes, copyright. But shouts out to this I forget what it's called. Digital, what did I forget? Hold on, let me make sure I give them a shout out before I'm using their stuff. Digital Social Hour. Shouts out to Digital Social Hour. But this stuff, the level of delusion here. The lady says, I can't say it, and neither can you. And you're like, what? Where have you been this whole time, ma'am? Where has she been? You know? How you gonna get up on a thing and say that somebody can't prove something that they're saying that they're gonna be able to prove? Exactly, Lord E, child. It gets real delusional. Let's go.
because you're a Christian, right?
I am.
The Bible tells you that you're born in sin.
We are.
So to ask me what is the sin, you should already know. But I don't subscribe to that. Just if we're going to stick in the Bible says that you already are a sinner when you're born.
Yes, that's why we need
And the Bible tells you that. So you answer that question. What is your original sin?
Well, the original sin came from Adam when Adam and Eve disobeyed God.
To be honest, I'm glad you brought that up because Adam and Eve never disobeyed God.
I understand that's what you think.
They
But
disobeyed Elohim. That was not God. That was a council of gods or spirits.
and that's fair and that's fine. You can call him whatever you want to call him.
So
but
you agreed that wasn't God.
So she don't know
don't
what.
agree.
See, here's
What
the
I'm
thing.
saying-
Let me tell
Can
you.
you prove that wasn't God? Because I can't.
I can't prove.
See, people that are. Let me just say this. A lot of Christians. No offense to Christian. I love Christian. I was a Christian a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of Christians don't read the Bible, or they don't read it in enough senses to really understand what it's saying, what the meaning behind words are. They go to church on Sunday. The pastor pick out 2 or 3 verses that ain't got shit to do with each other. Say that's a story. Make it sound like it identifies with what you're going on right now today, and then you guys close up that book and that's it. But no one, they probably don't read the book no time the rest of the week. They only read it on Sunday when the pastor pick out those 2 verses of what he's going to be doing the lesson on that day. So so a lot of time you're gonna see like you don't even know what Elohim mean, man. You haven't even looked it up. But let's go.
Prove it, and neither can you.
Oh yes, I can actually. In the Hebrew, Elohim is plural for gods. That means there's more than one. That leans toward my position that it is a council, not just one. So I prove it that way, and I can also prove that God isn't supposed to lie. But the Elohim did lie in Genesis 3. Actually, in the Genesis, 3, they said, don't eat the fruit. And if you eat it, you'll die.
Right.
Adam and Eve didn't die when they ate it. So God can't lie. So
They
that couldn't
didn't
have been
die
God.
immediately, but they did die eventually.
So do you know in the scripture that it actually says, in the day you eat it, in the moment you eat it? Do I
Mhm.
need that too?
No, I
No,
think your
I
voice
don't.
is loud enough.
My voice, I'm an orator.
Mhm.
So loud.
Now, look, she trying to throw a little jab. I think your voice is loud enough, child. Look, it gets catty. It gets catty. I think your voice is loud enough, child. And Nepal had to be like, I'm an orator.
You could use that.
Mhm.
But anyway, the Bible says, when you eat it, in the moment you eat it, that's the scripture,
Mhm.
you will die. Not later. It doesn't say, Christians have been taught that.
Mhm.
So you can understand and cope with the lie that's been told to you, that the serpent is evil. So it says you'll die
Child.
immediately. And at the end of that chapter, the Elohim turn to each other. You know what they say?
No.
Oh, wow, they ate it. Now they're going to be like us. Wait, I thought you said they were going to die. Now they're going to be like you gods. So really, you just told them you didn't want them to eat it because you didn't want them to be gods.
Well, I believe that God created us in his image. And he said when he created male and female, it was to reflect him.
Child. What is she talking about? What are you talking about, ma'am? You see how she didn't even address that, you know? That was a lot to it. That was a bar. Okay. Elohim did say that you was gonna die. You will surely die. Okay. And then they didn't die. And then she said, well, they died later on. Well, no, they said they was gonna die. You know, that's what I'm saying. People be believing in Christianity, but they ain't reading their own book.
We can debate this all day. I don't think you can prove it, nor can I prove it, because neither of us were there, and that's why it's
Well,
called.
wait a minute.
I
I
wasn't
thought you believe
finished.
in the Bible.
I do. May I finish?
Sure.
Okay, that's why it's called faith. And I had the same questions when I was coming up. If we had all of the answers, we wouldn't need to believe. All of us choose.
See, no, all of us choose not to read the Bible. Is what's going on here. Not they're having faith, but without reading. You know, they just want to have faith and read a little bit of it, and then just have faith in the rest. No, read it and actually do some research into it. Look into it. Study it. You're supposed to study it. You're not supposed to just skim over it and wait till Sunday for the pastor to tell you what the sermon is, and that's all you get to learn about the Bible. You need to read that. She just said that's what faith is about. Well, what is so faith? That's all faith is just blindly believing in something without actually doing any kind of like cognitive study about what exactly they're talking about. Well, we wasn't there. Well, okay. We wasn't there, so how could you believe in something? Well, I just have faith. What are we talking about? It's blind faith. When does blind faith turn into delusion? Let's go.
Right. Now they're going to be like you gods. So really, you just told them you didn't want them to eat it because you didn't want them to be gods.
Well, I believe that God created us in his image. And he said when he created male and female, it was to reflect him. We can debate this all day. I don't think you can prove it, nor can I prove it, because neither of us were there. And that's why it's called.
Wait a minute.
First of all, if it's a him, how is a male and a female going to be created in his image, and male and female, if it is a he? That's another thing. They're always saying in his image, but it's male and female are two different things. So if it's his image, how did he make it female? Let's go.
I thought you believed in the Bible.
I do. May I finish?
Sure.
Okay. That's why it's called faith. And I had the same questions when I was coming up. If we had all of the answers, we wouldn't need to believe. All of us choose what our faith is. I do believe in the Bible. I do have questions about the Bible. I respect that there were faiths before Jesus came, but for me and for my house and for what works for me, I believe to follow Christ. Yes, there are discrepancies. Yes, there are things that are painful to read, especially in the Old Testament, but it doesn't mean that for me, it's not true.
Especially in the Old Testament. That's how you know that the Christianity aspect of things, when it comes to the New Testament, is almost like a cult. It's because like people just skimming over just stuff that's just obvious, you know, and just say, well, no, just have faith.
Okay, well, you went into a lot of your beliefs,
but that's what faith is.
Yeah, I don't want to go into faith. I want to talk about the Bible.
How are you going to have a debate and be faith? You can't debate faith. You cannot have a debate on faith. You have to have knowledge and facts. You're saying that she can't prove anything. Well, I can't prove anything based on your faith. Let's go.
I'm not a Bible scholar.
Okay, then you agree that the Elohim were not God.
I never said that.
Okay,
I said I believe in the God of the Bible. I understand that you have facts that you really want to prove, but we could do this all day and all night. For me, the life that we are given, the time that we are here on.
If you're not a Bible scholar, then why are you here trying to debate the Bible? Why would you even be trying to sit in front of a person that actually studied the Bible and try to have a debate with her or him or them or whoever, you know? What is the purpose? I don't get it. And you're just talking about belief and faith and all these other things. And this is a person that studied the Bible, that knows the difference between an Elohim and a Yelohim and a Yahweh, all the different words and all this stuff. You're not going to stand a chance, ma'am. And the only thing you can say is it can't be proven. Well, no, it can't be proven by you because you have not, ma'am, read the Bible.
On this earth is to make it better, to use the gifts and talents that we were given. Whatever you believe is to leave this place better than you found it. For me, I promote marriage and family, and I think that's what's a priority. I believe God told us to go forth and multiply and to take dominion of the earth and to use the resources that he's given us to make it better. So you can spend your life debating biblical facts, and that's totally fine. I choose to do otherwise.
Okay, you're debating.
Actually debate.
This is a debate. What are we talking about here? You're in a debate. Like, she's telling me you, if you want to debate, you can do it. But when you're sitting down in a debate, ma'am.
And tell the truth. So let me get back to the prison planet thing.
Okay.
You, on one hand, say you don't think it's a prison planet, right? Because you said you need a sentence to get into prison.
As I understand it, when you go to prison, you are convicted of a crime and you are sending of your time.
All right, so they ate the thing, and that was a crime according to Elohim, right? They wasn't supposed to do that. They weren't supposed to be like gods, you know. They were supposed to be like whatever, do it very innocent, not know what the heck was going on. They weren't supposed to have knowledge of self. But then they ate of the apple, and then they became knowledge of gods. Let's go.
Yes. Yes, the original sin. But when God first created the earth and he created Adam and Eve and humans, he said it was beautiful and he was pleased with his creation. After our choice of sin, then we now have the sin and the consequences that come from that. But we were not born with sin.
So you don't agree with the Bible?
I do agree with the Bible. Yes, I have questions about certain things, but I don't believe that I don't believe the earth is a prison. I believe that the life that we have and the earth is what you make of it. You can choose to live a miserable life. You can be in prison in your mind. I choose to look at the blessings that we have, the bountiful goodness that we have, the forgiveness that we have, the grace that we have, the beauty all around us. I really think it's up to you to decide, and that's what I choose.
Do you think atheists don't look at the beauty and look at
No,
that?
Absolutely. As far as I know, and I'm not
So it's not exclusive to Christians?
Absolutely not. And I said that. I know that there are several faiths that came before Jesus was here, and I respect everybody else's faith. As I understand it, I'm not a religious scholar, but atheists don't believe in the God of the Bible. But you can look at the majesty all around you. You can look at the ocean. You can look at the mountains. You can look at a beautiful flower, colors, and you can appreciate that beauty.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, this isn't really, if you don't debate and you're telling me about all these beautiful things, maybe you're not the person I should be talking to, because I want to speak to someone who actually would be able to dispute the information that I'm presenting. You're not really disputing anything that I'm saying.
I'm not trying to convince you. That's why it's
that's
faith.
great.
It's a choice.
I love you for that. I would like to speak to someone who wants to dispute the facts that I'm bringing out. If there's anybody else who could.
Do you want to make a final statement?
Yeah, my final statement is that I believe in the God of the Bible. I am a Christian. It is a choice. It is faith. We don't have all the answers, but I believe in promoting marriage and family, and that's why I'm here. And I believe that's what we're supposed to do.
That's awesome. Is there any Christian here that believes that Jesus is not the serpent in the garden of Genesis 3? Well, you're not debating me though. You're being super sweet and like telling me about your feelings about babies and puppies. I want to talk to someone who will say, yeah, Jesus, because do you know Jesus? I wanted to talk about Jesus being the serpent in the garden.
We can have the conversation, but
did Christ lie at all, ever?
No, the word says that Christ was sinless, and that is why he took on our sins. If you believe, I understand that you don't.
I do believe, actually I do. I
Okay.
believe that Jesus is the serpent in the garden. I believe that Jesus is the historicity of Christ, but I know that there are lies being told to you, so you can believe otherwise. Why would a serpent be evil? How can a serpent even talk?
I believe in the polarity. For good, there's evil. For up, there's down. For bad, there's good. All right. I don't believe that Jesus is the serpent. The serpent is Satan. Maybe it's a representation. Maybe it's not Satan incarnate, but it is a representation of evil to tempt the woman who then disobeyed God. I do believe that actually happened.
Let me explain. Explain this to you.
You can't disobey God. You divine energy, divine feminine.
I disagree.
You can't disobey anything. You are beautiful, right?
Well, thank you. I'm not perfect.
You existed. Listen, that's how you popped up. It was God, right? And God was a masculine energy. Feminine existed. Energy just existed just because God was there. You was always there. You are the wisdom, right? You are the light of the world. Everything comes from you. But this one thing they did with history, they removed you. Right now, everybody that was taught, everybody watching this right now was taught by a woman, right? But in every book, it's a man that's doing the teaching and the telling. So you're defending man history.
Thank you. You're defending male history. Exactly. Because you're saying he and in his image and him and he and male and male masculine everything. And then Eve and she disobeyed God. I mean, you're falling for it. You're falling for the okie doke. The woman she did it, and she was the one who disobeyed God. And then and if she reads her Bible, there's a whole thing talking about wisdom and how the woman was wisdom.
Trying to tell you about yours, right? Because what's inside of you is something way more special than that story, right? They even track origins around. They do it the wrong way because they track it by men, but men have put you in prison. They have gave you their name because to track true origins, they got to track it from a woman. Because if I have sex with a woman, you don't know if that's my baby, but you know that baby came from that woman.
I disagree with
You
you.
know the baby came from a woman. You have a baby right now.
Yes, I have
know
two
for a fact
sons.
it came from you.
That is true. But
It
what
came
if
from
I
you.
choose to give my name to my husband?
But we know the baby. I'm telling you about how they track things. We know for a fact it came from you. Right now,
Mm-hmm.
they track back origins right now from the woman DNA, not the man.
I understand that. However, I am pro masculine and feminine. I don't believe that women are better.
Of course,
I
because you woman. That's the connection of both, right? That's the connection of the masculine and the feminine.
Right.
That's the true essence of what we are.
Yes, but you said that women are divine and we're perfect.
I said what we are.
I disagree.
I didn't just.
Disagree that women are divine and perfect?
Yes, ma'am. I
Why do you
disagree.
disagree that, but you think that Jesus is divine and perfect as a man.
I believe Jesus is divine and perfect because he was the Son of God, not because he was a man.
Do you know the woman was the first existence, the feminine was the first existence?
I disagree.
Okay, well, you're a woman.
Yes.
She disagrees. She ain't read the Bible. These people, listen, you people, if you're a Christian, I implore you to read the Bible. Don't just go to church and listen to what the pastor say. And he just gonna skim through the Bible and pick out paragraphs and say that this is what the story was about, even though there was a whole story behind it. The pastor will say one sentence and then pick out another sentence somewhere else in the Bible and then make a whole sermon about it. And that ain't even really the context and what that particular thing was. But they'll have you, just like not even in a. I mean, you're just being sheep and being like a sheep, But if you read the Bible, you know that there was a woman that was created prior to Adam and Eve. You just have to read, and pay attention, and just don't listen just only to sermons. That's one qualm I have with the Christian church is that they get the sermon. They get that small snippet of information, and no one is actually sitting down and reading and studying.
You disagree? Did Adam? Did it say in the Bible that Adam didn't have a belly button?
I don't think that's in the Bible.
Did it say it? Did it say it?
It did not say
Okay,
that.
wait, if it didn't say that, then just how you know that Adam came from a woman, because everything came from a woman, got a belly button.
I disagree.
And listen, you agree with everything? Everybody right now that came here can show you one of these.
I understand that.
Everybody can show you one of these.
Please don't shout.
Right?
I understand. However,
right. Listen, everybody got one of those. So listen. So if Adam had one of those,
yes,
he came from woman. Everything came from you, and you are beautiful.
Well,
find one thing in his existence right now that we can see that didn't come out of woman. Anything in nature.
Men are here to
name one thing in nature in history right now that didn't come out of female. Name one thing here now.
Creation. This table.
No. Name one thing here now that didn't come out of female.
I'm not sure if I'm understanding the question.
Let me rephrase it.
Okay.
Name one baby born.
Oh, well, of course.
Hold up. Name one baby born that didn't come out of a woman.
Of course.
Okay. Now name one animal that was born
that
didn't come out of a woman. Hold up. So woman created and brought everything into this existence
with the man's seed. If I
no women could do it without a man's seed. Listen, look, Jesus was born without a man's seed. He just say, believe it. Hold up. You just say, hold up. The Holy Spirit was a man. The Holy Spirit was a man because it entered Mary. Yes. Right? Hold up. It entered Mary.
But see, here's the thing: is that if Mary had a baby like Jesus, without a man's seed, then that's proven right there some kind of a parthenogenesis that happened. If this story were to be true, you know what I'm saying? But see, people get so stuck in delusion land, you know, that you can't. She's disagreeing, but she's not saying anything contrary.
Yes.
Right? The entered means something, right?
Yes.
I don't think you get it, right? But you got to understand what you're trying to do. You're trying to take something away from you, but I'm telling you that you are everything. Nothing exists without you.
I think that's the problem that we have now, is telling women that they're everything. That's why we're
No, men ain't doing that. Men are telling women that everything based on attachments, based on they need them. I'm telling you so you can be free. I don't want to be attached to you.
I am
Matter of fact, when
free.
you leave, I'm never gonna think of you again.
I understand that, and I won't remember you. I don't even know who you are.
No, you do know. You're gonna say you don't know who I am right now. I guarantee you, my voice gonna be stuck with you forever, and I guarantee you, you invented my voice.
I didn't invent anything.
All right, close your eyes right now. Now I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say, I love you. Right
No,
now,
you don't. You don't even know me.
I'm gonna say I love you. Right.
Okay.
Now hear that same thing I just said in your mind.
Of course, I can repeat.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it
Yes,
in my
sir.
voice?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Listen. So, where did my voice come from? It came from you.
No,
Hold
God,
up.
You
You just said you heard it in your own head, and everything exists in your head. Everything out here comes from your head.
No,
so everything
you're
exists
wrong.
in you.
You're wrong.
Name one thing I heard that didn't come from your head.
Okay.
Name one thing I heard that wasn't a thought.
Would you like me
Name
to
one thing that ain't a thought.
Would you like me to answer?
Name one thing that's not a thought, and I'll be done.
Okay, this table.
Is it
this
wasn't a thought? That
microphone,
wasn't a thought?
it started as a thought.
Okay. So the thought is the cause of it all. Listen, and inside, let me tell you something else.
Okay.
This inside a thought,
Yeah.
that's where you find perfection, right? Because right now,
I disagree.
let me-
People think imperfect things all the
Think
time.
about a circle in your mind. Think of a square in your mind. Think of a triangle in your mind. Think of building a building in your mind. Anything you think in your mind, you can do it perfectly, right?
Well-
Whoa. You can do it perfectly. Perfection exists inside of you, right? And so what I'm trying to tell you is that the moment you put it out here,
Mhm.
it becomes a problem. But inside of you, perfection exists, right? And I just want to say that. I just want to say that you're beautiful.
I gotta give it up to 6079 because I mean, you know, people when you first saw him, he kind of like came across like, you know, in this way that you probably wouldn't know that he had so much intelligence and knowledge, but what he's saying here is 100% true. But people get so indoctrinated they can't even hear it. She's not listening to him. She's only listening to respond and disagreeing just to disagree. And that to me is where you have blind faith turning into sheer delusion. When you can't hear the wood, you can't see the woods for the trees because the trees are all up in your way and you just have your set way of how you see stuff because how you've been indoctrinated that you can't even hear what he's trying to put down. Let's go.
Beautiful woman, and that
Well, thank you for the.
you should understand that.
I think that's interesting that you think I'm too sweet and you don't want to be here.
I'm used to people who are not as nice and sweet as you.
I think
So
that's
you
a
kinda
problem.
Threw me off. Good.
That is a
that's
good thing.
tactic.
If I may just respond to
Yeah.
what Mr. Unk said, as far as creation, I just want to say, because I believe in the Bible, and again, because it is a choice and because it is faith, God created the first man and the first woman and the first of each species.
I just asked you if God created the first man, did it have a belly button? If it had a belly button, then God didn't create it. It came out of woman.
Okay, I don't know, and neither do you.
I do know.
You saw Adam's belly.
Listen, because that'd be something that they will have to tell you. That would be something.
No,
that,
they don't.
They describe what Jesus looked like. They describe everything else. That'll be something that they have.
But
to
every
describe.
church that you go to has a
All right,
different representation of Jesus.
Science has got another thing happen. Did you know what happened to a baby? Right now, you're a woman, but
I am.
Did you know in about 4 weeks that what's inside your belly is actually a fish?
No, you're
No,
wrong.
the eyes is on the side of the head like this.
Well,
Listen to me. The eyes on the side of the head like this. Listen,
I understand what
it's
you're
inside
saying.
water, right?
I understand.
Whoa. It's inside of water, right?
But it's not a fish.
Listen, and everything on earth right now started from a fish, but it was a jawless fish.
I
Listen,
disagree.
it was a jawless fish. Everything started from a jawless fish.
We disagree.
Oh, how can we disagree? Even AI gonna say this shit right because this shit's the fucking truth, right? It's called.
Please don't
it's
swear at me.
science.
No, I understand.
It's science.
I understand in evolution.
Well, what we're talking about is okay. Actually, you're a very nice lady.
Thank
okay?
you.
So,
I teach femininity.
you teach femininity?
I do.
How can you? Why do you have to teach femininity?
Because women have lost it today.
How did they lose it?
Because they're trying to compete with men as men,
So
and we've
you-
lost our
So
femininity.
you think femininity is just talking like this?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
That's
I'm
not me at
so-
all.
No. when you say that women have been fierce, you're African.
I
Do you know
am.
they're fierce African warrior women?
Absolutely, but they're still feminine.
How are they feminine when they were slicing people's heads off, ripping them apart?
You know what?
You're saying you teach femininity.
I
I'm going
do.
to gamble and say that you teach them not to do those things.
Well, people do what they have to do in the time that they live to survive. There was a time when we had to grow our own crops and slaughter our animals. We don't do that
So
anymore.
they don't have to survive today.
I didn't say that. What I said that.
You said women lost it today.
I said women lost their femininity. Please don't speak for me.
Well, no, you said women lost their femininity today. And I said, you're from Africa.
I am.
Warriors.
Women
they had to do it back then.
Not
but
only
today you said they don't have to do.
First of all, let me just say that there's two different archetypes of women. You have the women that's more feminine, and then you have the more warrior type of women. So I think to put women into a monolith is a mistake. It's a very patriarchal thing to do, to think that all women need to be just docile and talk like this and be very soft and feminine and no, like there's certain women that's not going to talk like that. They're not going to just sit there and lay down and just let somebody talk to them any old kind of way. They're going to be they're going to speak their mind, you know. And then you have ones that want to be more subservient and this, that, the other. But that does not make that woman less feminine. There is, listen, when you look at a tiger, a lion, a lioness, is she less feminine because she'll whoop a lion's behind? What about a bear? Have you seen a female bear and her cubs? Try to mess around one of them cubs, and she's very much feminine. She's a female bear. But honey, fool around with her cubs and she will rip your head off. So femininity, people try to make femininity this soft, docile thing. No, femininity can be ruthless and warrior-like just as much as masculinity can as well.
Do it now. They don't have to survive, women.
What I said is we all did what we had to survive in the time that we were living.
Today?
If I may finish.
No, you can finish. I'm asking you, do they do it today?
Yes.
So you teach femininity.
I do.
You teach women that they should be sweet and kind or be warriors?
I teach women that they shouldn't be men.
Wait a minute. Do you teach them to be sweet and kind, or do you teach them to be warriors?
If you want to
be, if a woman fights a man,
I wasn't finished.
I'm going to ask you. I gotta because
you've asked me
I can't let this niceness throw me off.
Yeah, I'm struggling that you're bothered by it.
Because you said you teach femininity.
I
when
do.
a woman is fighting,
women
do you say
fight.
that's manly, or
it
do you
is?
Say it's
it's
so
very masculine.
If it's manly,
so it's masculine for a woman to fight. No. Everything has a dual nature. Women, men, everything. Honey, a baby will fight. Have you ever seen try to give a baby something it don't want? It will try to fight you. The little baby hands will try to you try to put a bottle and it don't want the bottle, honey. The little fingers will be blocking the bottle and everything. Babies will scratch you, honey. I remember my little baby. I picked her up and I was looking at her. She's like a little angel. And honey, she said, "Rawr," and scratched my eye so hard. I think my retina damn near ripped out my head. Babies will fight. And they're the cutest things in the world. Babies will fight. So you don't think a woman is going to fight? And that you think that a woman fighting is being masculine? No, a woman can be just as much of a protector as a man can. And her being protective and her having a warrior spirit does not make her more manly. It makes her the feminine version of that strength. You know? Think about even how babies are brought into the earth. Like how are babies born and how brutal and violent that is. I mean, giving birth is a very brutal, violent thing. You're screaming, you're hollering, it's bleeding, you're pooping yourself, all type of stuff is going, peeing. You know what I'm saying? Sweating, contracting, in pain, hollering. It's not no docile experience being a woman. Your period cramps alone. So all this stuff, believing that women need to be this soft, docile, this is again one thing is blind faith turning into sheer delusion. Let's go.
They are warriors today, and they don't have to survive today. But in the past, when they were warriors, it's okay.
Okay, if I may answer you, again, we all do what we have to do to survive. There was a time when we had to grow our own crops and slaughter our own animals. I don't know if you're a mother. I'll speak for myself.
I'm
I have
talking
two
about
boys.
Warriors, not farmers, not husbandry.
If I may,
warriors.
If I may answer.
Sure, answer, please. I'm waiting.
I consider myself a very kind and nonviolent person. However, cross me about my boys, it'll be a very different story. So
will you
if you're
do?
in,
Okay, so you're showing that the feminine can be violent. They have that aspect to them. Everything has a dual nature. Let's not sit here in delusion land here to think that women are supposed to just be this. No, and then bullshit. Because if you're a single mother and you got your kids there and they ain't got no man there, you're gonna have to protect your family just like a man would. So why are we trying to pretend like women should be these soft, docile, putting up with anything type of creatures? Stop it.
What will you do? Will you
whatever
still be
I have
feminine?
to, not in that
So
moment.
it's masculine to fight.
Absolutely.
Oh, so women can't fight.
I
or they're
never
manly.
said that. I never said that.
You did.
There
You said
were
it's
women.
masculine to fight.
It is masculine to
So
fight.
women can't fight or they're manly.
You can be a woman and have masculine moments. I'll give you an example.
Mhm.
I'm a boy mom. There are times that I have to say, hey, get over
So
here.
you're manly.
In that moment, yes. But
so
when
why
I'm
are
with,
you teaching femininity if you're manly?
because my man
So
will
you
not
can
have.
be manly when you need to, but
And
the
so
women who
can
are
you.
manly, they
And
can't.
no, absolutely. What I'm saying is the women who come to me want to be in a relationship with a masculine man. A masculine man requires a feminine woman, full stop.
Mhm.
All right.
Feminine woman don't mean doormat. Okay? Being a feminine woman does not equal being a doormat. And see, this is a part of that Christian patriarchal male dominated thing that I just find ridiculous. You know, it's crazy.
So if you want to be with a masculine man, oftentimes women today do not realize how masculine they have become. I'll give you another real world example. I'm a former executive. When you have to lead people and manage budgets and do all these things with millions, you take on that masculine energy and you don't know sometimes how to turn it off and be nice and sweet when you're in a nurturing mode, when you're with your husband.
Who's the governor of that? Who decides? You? Because you're a femininity coach. So you decide that when women are ready to be manly, they can be manly. You're calling it man. You call it manly to be assertive. You call it manly.
It is.
See. So you can decide because you're
For me.
But you're. There are so many women. There's
And not
millions
every
of people.
and not everybody is.
Being assertive is not a masculine trait. Being assertive is a feminine trait. If you actually think about men in relationships, when they're catering 100% to their woman, a lot of times they're less assertive than the woman is. The woman is the one that's asserting herself.
My
So
student.
how do you get to be an authority on who's feminine and who's not?
I'm not the authority
you
for
just said you're a
everyone.
femininity coach.
I am. When women come
So you're
to
not
me,
an authority. So I
because
shouldn't
they-
listen to you.
no, you shouldn't.
Okay,
Because they
no one
want
should-
what I
no one should
have.
listen to you.
No.
Thank you. She said it.
No.
one should. So
I
you're
said
so you don't know
you-
anything about femininity because femininity isn't being nice and sweet. And guess what? Femininity is about fighting because
I disagree.
Because guess what? Females, lions, fight to the death while the male sits back. Women and mothers, like you said, fight for their children. You said it's manly to fight.
It
so You are
is.
not. Which one is it?
Nobody is feminine 100% of the time. And if a man
Exactly.
if a man loses a family member and he is heartbroken and crying, that is not a masculine moment. That is
I
a
think we need to redefine we need to redefine that crying is not being masculine. We need to redefine that fighting isn't not being feminine. That's the problem. It's it's a social thing.
You can define it however you want to. All I'm saying is there is a natural biology.
So is it
Wow,
it
you
wrong?
really
No, is it
interrupting.
wrong?
Natural biology of what? Do women have testosterone just like men do? Do you know that during a woman's period, the reason why women are so irritable and all this stuff is because their body is pumping with testosterone? Do you know that even during menopause, what's happening is that your estrogen levels are dropping, and there's more, and you have to take hormone pills to up your estrogen levels? Like people, like what are we talking about here?
Is it wrong for your sons to cry if
Absolutely
their
not.
turtle dies?
Absolutely
And
not.
is it wrong if your son gets hit by another person and he cries?
Well, it might not be wrong, but you're saying they're having a feminine moment when they cry, and that's not. Honey, when men cry, it's something to behold. You know what I'm saying? That's not feminine. Actually, it's kind of scary to see a man cry. Have y'all ever actually really seen a man cry? It's like, oh my God. Oh, come here, Jesus. Because by the time they're finally able to let it out, because you have people that believe that crying is feminine, you can feel the vibes of like this. It's such a strong vibration of so much pent up. It's a mixture of anger and frustration. So yes, men should normalize being able to express themselves a lot more and not feel like it's a feminine moment. And a woman should be able to express anger and not feel like she's in her masculinity at that moment.
And they say, you're a sissy.
That's
By
absolutely
your
wrong.
standards, he's being feminine crying.
If
right?
he's a boy, that's expected. If he's a man, absolutely
So
not.
if
He'll
a
defend.
man gets punched in the face and
He's going to
hurts him,
punch
he
you
cries.
back.
So wait, men can't cry?
I never said that.
Yes, you
Are you
just did.
listening?
You
No,
just said it.
I said we are not masculine 100% of the time,
Yeah.
and we are not feminine
And
100% of the
who's gonna
time.
govern that?
Whatever outcome the woman wants, the women that come to me, because you said I shouldn't be the authority. I am not the authority. I am just a mom on the internet.
Right.
But women come to me because they want what I have. They see something in me that they do not see in somebody like you.
Oh.
And they say, you know what?
Wow. So she now she had to throw like a little jab at the pa. You know what I'm saying? She had to throw jabs. They see within me what they don't see within you. Ooh, cat fight. Okay.
Maggie, I would love to have a relationship like yours.
Mm.
I would love to be able to communicate like you. I would like to be able to keep my composure like you. I would love to be able to have respect of men that do not know me. How can I do that? I see.
Give them everything you got, then, because the only way you can do it. Because no matter what you do, hold up, you just said they come to you and they say they love everything that you got. So if you want to help them, give them everything that you got.
I do.
Hold up, no, give them everything. You should have nothing left for yourself.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, if you gave them everything, if they like everything that you like, if I like your shirt and you
Yes.
give me your shirt, you
Yeah.
have no other shirt.
Right.
Or if you gave me a shirt right now, you'll be shirtless.
That is true.
So that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that you are fighting for things. And listen, I said, talk, you're beautiful. I love you. I love everything you said. I'm gonna say this. I cry all the time. I cry before I started
You're not.
this.
You're masculine.
Right, but I'm masculine and femininity. They exist together,
yes, it's it's called polarity.
it's
We
both.
do agree.
right? It's
Yes.
like it's both. But I don't want a woman. Like, a lot of men want a submissive woman. I don't want a submissive woman.
Because you're not a masculine man.
Oh, listen.
What?
Let me say this. Let me say.
See that? What? Because you don't want a feminine woman because you're not a masculine man. What? Man, she is going for the jugular on this thing. Wow.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. I'm something that you probably don't understand, right? A masculine man is going to tell you what to do. They're going to attach you. They're going to try to hold you down. Listen to me. Hold up. Listen to me. I exist in both. I'm both masculine and feminine, right? Because I understand the duality of both. I understand that my mind have a left and a right side. I activate them both, right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna say this. I'm not here to tell you what you should do, right? I'm not going to define what's masculinity to you and what it's not. But I don't want a submissive woman, because once you tell a woman to submit to you, that's me telling the woman that I'm above her. I'm not above no woman. Hold up. If that's the case, when a child come out, then the mother should automatically submit to the child if the child is a male.
Wow.
Hold up, because you're suggesting that I am above you, right? That
My man is.
Hold up. Listen, I'm gonna say this. You're in prison. And listen, and I'm gonna say this. And
I'm happy.
Listen to me. You're in prison.
I'm
Your
not.
man is fine what you do, and that's a life that you shouldn't want to live.
You're
right?
wrong.
Because you have been
Don't she
programmed
find that
to
isn't that
believe-
listen, she try to pretend. See, let me show you how it's delusional. Okay, she's saying that woman is feminine, this, that, the other. But the whole entire time a man is speaking, she's not being submissive in this moment. She's saying that he comes off as a feminine man, so therefore she's able to interrupt him and say he's wrong, and be very masculine in that moment. You know what I'm saying? If you believe in being subservient and submissive, why aren't you then kneeling down to another man when he's talking, instead of saying you're wrong and you got it wrong and this, that, the other, and that's not true, and ain't that being combative, and ain't that being like, that's not being submissive right there? So she's not even following her own bullshit that she's trying to say. She tried to come like, oh yes, I'm just a meek mild lamb, but she'll be quickly to say you're wrong. No, that's not right. Interrupted. Well, is that feminine? If you're going to be submissive, no matter what man stands before you, you should be submissive. There we go.
That submitting is something that you want to do, but in
I
reality, in your
disagree with
mind,
you.
listen, right now, know what you're doing right now? You're wearing what they call a mask. Right now, you're doing this. I disagree
Then
with
who's
you.
then
Hold on,
who's the real
listen.
me?
Oh, I could just ask your husband. He'll tell you when you're mad. Yeah. That's what you do. And that's who the fuck you is. And you want to sit here and act like that's not who the fuck you is. Shut the fuck up talking when I'm talking. Don't you fucking talk again. Why the fuck are you talking?
No.
Why are you talking?
Because
Shut the fuck up.
Are you going to be disrespectful? I was respectful to you.
There you go. It's not about respect. It's the fact that you
But did I answer
you're still
you?
holding in. No, you still holding in. I just
Because it's called
you should stand up
composure.
for yourself. No.
No.
You should stand up for yourself. No. You're bottling it in. When you leave, you know what you're gonna say? That motherfucker in there yelling at me. He's doing all that shit.
I don't have to say it because you made
a great point.
you made
You're not being yourself.
Thank you. Oh no. Oh. Really? Shut the fuck up when I'm talking. Oh hell no. Well, what? No. She tried to pretend like she just got she's putting on a show, putting on a performance, and pretend like because she's a coach and she's got to maintain whatever this persona is that she's made up for herself, and she's not being real with herself. She know in any other situation, if somebody would have said that, she would have been like, no, we're not doing that. Whatever. Her other voice would have came out. Right now, she's doing the office voice. She's doing she haven't quite code switched yet. You know what I'm saying? She's still acting like she's in corporate America and talking like she's on the board. She's in this boardroom table. She thinks that she's at corporate America at the boardroom, and she has to maintain her composure like she's in the boardroom. And the bottom line is that any other situation, if she would not be doing this. So they're right. She's wearing a mask. You know, again, when blind faith turns into sheer delusion, she is blindly faithful that her ideal of what womanhood is right, and what everybody thinks is wrong, and she's in sheer delusion. Let's go.
You don't know me.
No,
you don't know me at
I know
all.
you're a human being, and I know that the way you're reacting to someone doing that is not natural.
It's called composure.
No, it's called you're being. You're ma'am.
Who is shaking? Oh, she's shaking?
You.
I'm sorry that.
Like this. You're angry a minute.
I am not angry because I don't respect you.
There's nothing wrong with being angry.
I don't respect you.
Lower you respect it. You can't get respect. Listen,
you can shout at me, but I don't even know you. You shouted at me and you slammed the table.
You said you disrespect me since you've been here. You said I was.
How did I just? Oh yeah, I said you're not a masculine man. Yeah,
hold on.
That's true.
Everything that you said was disrespect, but you, listen, everything I said to you was polite, was giving you nothing but love, right? But the moment I said something you didn't like, you're gonna say that disrespect, but you never acknowledged when I said something good to you.
But you said you
never acknowledged it.
No.
Hold up, stop.
See, and if this is what being a feminine woman is not being able to understand logic and be able to say, you know what, I was wrong. I don't want it. If being a feminine woman is still being argumentative and being wrong as fuck, and just being able to be soft about being wrong, being soft and wrong at the same time, and still trying to push a point that you like, you I mean, come on now. That's what femininity is about? Fuck out of here.
I said thank you.
Hold up. You never acknowledge when I said something good to you, but the moment I say something you don't like, you acknowledge that. But that's how people is in the world. They acknowledge what's bad. They never acknowledge what they figure is good.
Okay, may I speak?
Right?
When he said close your eyes, okay, I'm gonna say I love you. She said, oh, please don't say that. Right? You're a beautiful woman. Okay, yeah, whatever. You know, I want to get to, you know, and then interrupting him the entire time. You're wrong. All this other stuff but she says it in a feminine, soft way. So that's what we should be doing. We should be softly being antagonistic, you know, and that's what femininity is. Fuck out of here, bro.
Why should I allow you to speak when you won't even accept my kindness?
I did. When you gave me the compliment, I said thank you, but you told me you loved me, and I said you don't even know me.
Find love. Love is both. Listen, I'm saying this. You don't think you know love. I don't know. I know you don't know love because love is both.
I am so loved.
If you were so loved, then everybody you love, you never was mad at.
That's not true.
So love exists.
Mad is an emotion.
So love exists, and all the emotions exist inside love. So you can't determine whether I love you or not.
I would disagree.
You can't determine that.
If I may speak, I think when you love somebody, you're actually madder at them than someone you don't love. Take your children, right? If your children disobey you, if you see a kid acting out in the store, falling out, you're like, well, there they go. But if you see your kid misbehaving, you're even angrier because you want a better outcome for them.
Your
Because
decide. If I see my kid fall, I'm not gonna think that you're trying to make
Okay,
me
that's
in your
fair.
reality. This is what I'm saying. Love is unconditional. It no matter what you do to me.
I
hold up,
disagree.
no matter what you do to me, no matter what I do to you, love will still be there, right?
Yeah.
That's true love.
Yeah.
That's true love.
How is she a Christian and she don't even understand love? What about agape love? What about this? So the fact that he says he loved her, she wasn't able to accept that as a Christian. You don't even know me. I gotta know you to have love for you and to love you. That's the problem. You're supposed to have unconditional love throughout. That's what Christianity is about, is love. God is love. You're supposed to be like God, so therefore you're supposed to love. And you can't accept love. When someone says they love you, you can't even accept it because they don't know you. That's her own ego getting in the way of being in reality. It's of delusion. She's in delusion land.
Love, right? Fake love become determined by you do this, I give you love. You do this, I give you this, right? That's fake. Real love exists inside of everything if it's real love.
I agree, but I do think it has to be earned. And I think,
let me tell you something. When a person says that they agree with something and then they put but after it, it negates everything that you said before it. I agree, but means I don't agree. So just for the record, anybody listening to this, if you whatever you preface and you trail it with but, you don't, whatever, it negates everything prior to that you said. So people don't even understand how to use language. I agree, but well, you don't agree.
it has to be maintained.
I ain't earning no love from nobody.
That's fine.
Because like if you got to earn it, you're gonna have to continue earning it.
Does a newborn have to earn love when it comes out of your womb?
For children, it's different.
So,
However,
you see how you have different.
No, but well, thank you. I
different-
appreciate the compliment. I was just gonna say this.
Why
I
is it
focus on
different?
okay.
Why is
I
it
focus
different?
on relationships.
So she asked her, does a person, a child, a newborn coming out of your womb have to earn the love? No, you automatically love that baby the moment it comes out. Hell, it's been in your stomach the whole time. You know, it's been a part of you. He or she, you know. This is a Christian. See, Christians don't even understand. I'm not gonna say all Christians, but this one lady, in all her Christendom, does not even understand agape.
Children aside, right? Because they come how they come, right? That's just, again, my faith, the purity of a baby being born. Let's talk about relationships because that's something that I'm passionate about.
She's trying to promote her counseling right here. So she really came here to promote herself, because what the fuck are you talking about, bro? You haven't even gotten past love yet. So how can you have a relationship and you don't even understand love? You can't be loved unless the person even know. You can't even understand a person that's showing love and able to be able to feel love, because you have all these like constructs as to what love is up front, that it has to mean this and it has to be like this or whatever, that you can't. How can you receive love in that point? But you want to teach other people about love? And well, they want to be like me. That's ego. They want what I have. That's self-serving and self-glorification, whatever the word, the ingratiation. You believe that you're up here and everybody else is down here. They want to be like you. That's why they come and seek you out as a marriage counselor. That's crazy. It's crazy work here.
Love my man, but if he doesn't continue to do the things that make me love him, that love is going to fade. We have to. That's why it's called keeping the home fires burning. I think as women, that is our responsibility.
So she says she loves her man, but if he doesn't continue to do what he started off doing to make her love him, that love is going to fade. And that's not real love, ma'am. You don't know what love is. How can you train and teach anybody else? Let's go back again, because I think that people need to really see this and what she's saying and understand that if anybody, please don't go to a person like this for counseling. If you want to get counseling, find out if they know what love is first, because how can they teach you about love and they don't understand what love is themselves? And if love is something that you have to actually earn and it's based on a dollar or whatever the person is doing for you, then that's not real love. That's why they were saying that she's being fake. I'm sorry, you guys were commenting the whole time and I didn't even see it. So do we love or die? The Bible doesn't say, okay? We all die as a result of sin. I'm sorry, guys. Convoluted logic once again. Okay. There's a Christian rule that says, though thou shalt not steal Venezuela's oil. Okay. All right. Thank you, Junie, for being here. I appreciate it. You know, idiots. Okay. Speak to me. Okay. What's up? Lady in the hat is giving a whole vibe. Okay. Snakes don't sometimes talk. Are they jumping her? No, they're not jumping her, but she's not being realistic. You know? What's the point of this conversation? Is the point Jesus is bad? No, the point is that about this woman doesn't even know what love is. I'm sorry, y'all been commenting and I didn't even see the comments coming up, guys. I'm sorry. I don't think none of you know what you're talking about. Okay, well, all right. But we live because of love. Exactly. All right. It's all about the seed, DNA, blood, seed, Jacob's seed, DNA, blood, and all the inherent covenants, birthright promises that follows Jacob's seed, DNA, blood, past, present, future tense, the latter. But we're talking about love here. This lady doesn't understand what love is, but yet she is a dating coach and a life coach for people. All y'all sound real dumb about the facts of real life. Okay, whatever. Even if she was married in a happy relationship, all the hating her heart, she can keep it. Exactly. Let me help all of them because this is really sad on Black people's heart. Okay. Anyways. But you know, what I'm trying to basically say is that she's focused on love as something that people that is transactional. Her love is a transactional love. Love shouldn't be transactional, guys. She disagrees to agree. Yes, exactly. Religion and blind faith is always delusional. Exactly. This lady and all the people on the channel are all demons. Okay. And you're not a demon? Whatever. Is the pot calling the kettle black? It takes one to know one, sir. Let's get back to it. Okay. Let's go.
It's different.
So,
However,
you see how you have different.
No, but well,
You
thank
have
you. I
different-
appreciate the compliment. I
Yeah.
was just going to say this.
Why
I
is it
focus on
different?
okay.
Why is
I
it
focus
different?
on relationships, children aside, right? Because they come how they come, right? That's just again my faith, the purity of a baby being born. Let's talk about relationships because that's something that I'm passionate about. I can love my man, but if he doesn't continue to do the things that make me love him, that love is going to fade. We have to, that's why it's called keeping the home fires burning. I think as women, that is our responsibility. That's part of our nurturing. A relationship is not just going to be beautiful and bright just because I told you one time that I love you. If I'm not doing those loving things, you're going to feel slighted from me. And over time, that love will fade. How many times have we heard people say we fell out of love or it's just not there?
It's because you don't understand what love is. You have to do something to have love. Babies don't have to do nothing for you to love them. My child can get A's and B's on her report card one moment and the next could be all D's. I still love her. I'm not going to stop loving her because she didn't get a passing grade or she didn't do the thing it took. So that you don't love your husband, man, because your husband don't matter what he does. If you really love him, you took an oath before God. You should never fall out of love with him or loving him. The love should never fade because if you love him truly, whatever he does, you should be able to like understand. That's where understanding and wisdom comes into play. So that's a transactional relationship. Love is unconditional. And she's got all these conditions, but yes, she's a Christian talking about she understands the Bible and she don't understand nothing. the love for the baby isn't the same as the love for a woman and a man's share. Why isn't it? Why can't it be? Why isn't it? Why? I'm gonna drop the link. Whoever said that, there's a link. Let's go.
Anymore because we didn't put the work in to maintain it.
They never loved you in the first place because you said, listen.
I
love,
disagree.
Listen, if you let, I'm saying this.
Okay.
Right?
Honey, she disagrees with everything. She has been disagreeing with everything, but without no context of anything she's saying. Let's listen to her.
Children, right? If your children disobey you, if you see a kid acting out in the store, falling out, you're like, well, there they go. But if you see your kid misbehaving, you're even angrier because you want a better outcome for them.
Your
Because
decide. If I see my kid fall, I'm not gonna think that you're trying to make me
that's
in your
fair.
reality. This is what I'm saying. Love is unconditional. It no matter what you do to me.
I disagree.
No matter what you do to me.
She disagrees that love is unconditional, but she's a Christian. This is the type of shit I'm talking about. What are we learning in the church? Love is unconditional. Love is uplifting and not downplaying another human being. Why would love be conditional? Why would, if your husband don't keep doing what he was doing before, the love will fade? What is that? Come on now. No.
Uh-huh.
No matter what I do to you, love will still be there, right?
Yeah.
That's true love.
Yeah.
That's true love,
Yeah.
right? Fake love become determined by you do this, I give you love. You do this, I give you this, right? That's fake. Real love exists inside of everything if it's real love.
I agree, but I do think it has to be earned, and I think it has to be maintained.
I ain't earning no love from nobody.
That's fine.
Because like
Plenty of people get whooped
continue.
up by their man. They still love them. Come on now. There wouldn't be domestic abuse cases and all that stuff. You know how long it take, how hard it is for that woman to leave that man that's beating on her? Because he's able to continue, play that yo-yo game of love with her heart. So yeah, come on now. Let's be real. Come on now.
You earn
Does
it.
a newborn have to earn love when it comes out of your womb?
For children, it's different.
So,
However,
you see how you have different.
no, but well,
You
thank
have
you. I
different-
appreciate the compliment. I
Yeah.
was just going to say this.
Why
I
is it
focus on
different? Why is
I
it
focus
different?
on relationships, children aside, right? Because they come how they come, right? That's just, again, my faith, the purity of a baby being born. Let's talk about relationships because that's something that I'm passionate about. I can love my man, but if he doesn't continue to do the things that make me love him, that love is going to fade. We have to. That's why it's called keeping the home fires burning. I think as women, that is our responsibility. That's part of our nurturing. A relationship is not just going to be beautiful and bright just because I told you one time that I love you. If I'm not doing those loving things, you're going to feel slighted from me. And over time, that love will fade. How many times have we heard people say we fell out of love or it's just not there anymore because we didn't put the work.
She don't understand the difference between being in love with someone and truly loving them. Falling in and out of love is not the same thing as loving somebody truly. If you get married with somebody, you should be past the being in love stage and actually just love that person. You don't have to maintain this fake romance of what this romantic love is. That's where we get it mixed up. We think that romantic love is about what you do for me. And that is not what love is. Love is way deeper than that. Why'd you take a vow to honor and cherish to death through sickness and poorness and all these different things? You took these vows and this oath. But yet, if this man doesn't continue to do what he been doing, then the love will fade. Well, that means that you guys never loved each other to begin with. You guys were in love, and you guys were in love with a concept and a false identity of each other.
Work in to maintain it.
They never loved you in the first place because you said, listen.
I
love,
disagree.
Listen, if you let, I'm saying this.
Okay.
Right? If you love somebody,
yes,
love never leaves.
That's true.
The moment it leaves, it never was love. So I'm gonna say this, right?
Okay.
People confuse love with attachments, meaning that if you sit here, if you do everything I tell you to do, then I can give you my love. But the moment you leave, that love disappears. The moment you disobey me, that love disappears. So that I believe is not love. The true love that you said
Yes.
that we both agree on, all
Yes.
of us, that when the baby came in,
Yes.
they got that love.
That's
so
true.
I say that when you love somebody, it should be that love.
Well,
And if
even
it's not that love, then it's not love at all.
that's fair. I agree with you. And even the Bible that neither of you agree with has different.
I never said I agree with the Bible.
Okay, my mistake then.
I agree.
I believe it's Greek, and I'm not a Bible scholar, but I believe it's Greek that has different words for different types of love,
There's
right?
agape
Roman,
love.
right.
Okay,
So,
there's agape love,
right,
and then we have philo love,
right,
and
brotherly.
So this is the thing I'm trying to understand with you.
Okay.
Are you do femininity coaching?
Yes.
You say, well, if my husband keeps on doing everything fine, that's great. But if he stops loving me, do you stop submitting? Or what do? You just go and start
I think submission.
internalizing everything?
I think submission is a choice. What I'm saying is that when you love someone, when you're in a relationship, you have to nurture that. Take any relationship. We'll put love relationships to the side. You can't be a good employee and not show up. You can't be a good mother, sister, friend. You have to continue to do the things that bring that relationship closer. So yes, if your husband stops doing the things, if your wife stops sleeping with
I
you.
want to go back to the
I'm
mother
not sleeping
thing.
with a woman I'm with. I ain't slept with her. She watching this. I haven't slept with her in about 13 months to this day. She's still there, will not leave. This is true.
I believe you.
Oh, I know that's true.
It's true. This is true.
I believe you.
I'm saying this was a choice that I made.
I understand.
The choice that I made, don't say I don't love someone because I don't want to stick my dick in them.
Can you speak to me without swearing?
Listen,
It's a thing, right? I could speak to you without swearing if you could speak to me as you.
I don't know what you mean by that.
You, before you decided to become a femininity coach and decided that you knew everything about
when
femininity.
I never said I know
Speak to-
everything.
well, speak to
I
me
took
like
my
that.
own
Well,
courses.
speak to me like you was before you started speaking like that. And
Well,
I
that
speak
cost
with no
me
profanity.
my marriage. Here's the
That
thing.
ain't cost your marriage. Your husband left you because he didn't see who you was. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, if you lost, you never lost shit, right? Because you are whole. I'm sorry, I don't want to cuss. You say don't cuss. I'm gonna say this: you are beautiful. You never lost nothing. Nothing never cost you nothing.
But how do you know
Anything
if you weren't
because
there?
you are beautiful. Listen, because everything. Listen, I'm gonna say this: anything that comes from you is beautiful. Yes, you probably made mistakes. Everything make mistakes. But if somebody
No,
loves you,
I'm
they're
a
gonna
sinner.
love you through
I'm
it.
a hopeless sinner.
No, you're not. You're
Okay.
not. Sinner is a sine wave. You was born in a wave of energy, right? The words have been changed and things are different.
I have made mistakes.
Oh,
I
man,
have-
you submitting to a God, you submitting to a man, you living your life submitting.
And I am so happy
Stand up.
because men are leaders.
Circle and
Yes.
say this.
Yes.
When you sat down, you said,
honey, you live your life on your knees. I mean, come on now. You make it easy to get kicked, okay? All this like just I'm a sinner. I'm just, oh my God. Come on now. How could you be in the boardroom with this attitude, being an executive in corporate America? She said it cost her marriage. Now, how can she be a femininity coach and it cost her marriage? And she said people want to be like her. So this is where the truth comes out. It cost you your marriage. So you're not even married anymore. I guess she probably has a new husband now. I don't know.
why are we in a prison if we didn't do any crime? But
Right.
you admit to being sinner.
Right.
And sin is a crime. So that's why you're in a prison planet.
Well,
If you want to go by that.
okay.
Being in a prison planet isn't just about sin, though.
Nothing inside of their body. I'm telling
There's
you.
nothing inside of, he said there's nothing inside of that body.
Oh, my doctor would beg to disagree,
Yeah.
but okay.
Yeah, but I mean, there's, if you're not a Bible scholar, I'm usually, wanting to talk to people who know a little bit more about the language and the actual Bible.
But how is that helping you? Debating.
Oh, it helps a lot because I uncover the esoteric of the Bible. People have been taught that Jesus is a serpent, that the serpent's
How is being submissive and on your knees helping you, man? How is constantly calling yourself a sinner and this, that, the other? How is that helping you? You can't even express yourself. You gotta like put this fake air on of being this submissive woman and, oh, please, no, you know what I'm saying? Come on now.
evil. When you tell people no, the serpent isn't evil, the whole you start.
I never said that.
start
Oh,
breaking-
you're talking about
start
yourself.
breaking programs.
Okay.
The programs that tell you that you have to keep sitting here and talking like this when
Would you
people
believe-
scream at you, because the Bible tells you you're supposed to submit. You're weaker. You're lower. You do what men say. So if you knew that there were certain things in the Bible that programmed your mind to not be naturally yourself,
I
it
would
would help you. So me showing people that Jesus is the serpent in the garden of Genesis 3 helps people say, oh, I'm breaking the, just like in the Matrix. Once he saw that one thing, Neo started breaking the program. So
I
that's the
disagree
point.
with you. What would actually
Well,
be
you keep
helpful?
saying you disagree with me.
Well, what would be
Give
helpful?
me a reason why you disagree. Wait, why
I
do
love
you
watching
disagree?
this.
Why do you disagree?
What would be helpful is if you didn't mock me. All
How
right.
am I mocking you?
When
You're
you
very-
try,
Well, she asked her a question. Now she goes into this like victim mode. Now she's the victim. You're mocking me. You're this, that, the other, rather than answering the question. Come on now.
passive aggressive.
no, I'm being
you are.
honest with you.
No,
Okay,
you
you can believe whatever you want to.
I don't know how I ever mocked you.
I-
But go ahead.
when you
I'm trying to be super nice with you
Wait.
because you seem very sweet.
I
but
am.
I
Here's
don't
the
know how
thing.
to mock you.
I think you're projecting because
Now I'm projecting.
yes, if I may finish.
Sure.
When this man yelled at me and I did not react in kind, you could not believe that because you could not see yourself being shouted at and maintaining your composure.
Right.
So when you look at me
So now
doing
you're-
that,
Now you're projecting.
okay, you are telling me that I'm not my true self because I'm feminine and because I'm sweet. Would you believe that I'm happier this way?
No,
When I was
I
a
don't
boss
think you're being
babe,
feminine. I don't. I know femininity. You're not being feminine.
I would
being-
ask
you're
the
being a
masculine.
ro- You're being a robot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And you're pretending. You're a pretender.
Okay.
Because you've been taught femininity is talking like this
You're
and wearing
wrong.
pearls.
You're
and
wrong.
saying, I am not going to do that.
You're wrong.
That's not feminine. Feminine is you've had-
Femininity
you've had
is
let me
supporting-
speak. Let me get this out.
Okay.
You've had a child.
Yes.
2 children.
Yes.
That's one of the most painful experiences in life.
And
That's what I
beautiful.
said. Thank you.
We just came here. We're together.
Okay.
It's beautiful, but guess what? It's fierce. It's violence. It's
Yes.
pain.
Yes.
There's
If you want
blood.
to,
And it's in the
But you would
Bible.
say that's not feminine.
listen. If you want to talk, you can hit the link, sir. God's child. What do you want me to talk to you about? And say what? Okay. Talk to. Okay. God loved the world, and that's why He didn't just wipe all of this out and just destroy everybody and everything and just start all over. Honey, He's destroyed the earth plenty of times. Stop it. Okay. What else did you have to say? If real love is not there, nobody wants to be there. Duh. Okay. That's not love. Right, exactly. You want to talk about what we talking about? Okay, well then get on the panel then. I'm dropping the link because I'm trying to reply to respond and react to what's being said. If you want to say something and you got something to say about what's being said, join the panel and say something. There's a lot of people saying different things. I can't keep up with everybody what they're saying because I'm still trying to also reply to what's being discussed in this thing and give commentary. Anyway, let's go back. Let's keep going. But yeah, I think that the pot is right. Like how she's behaving is that she thinks that okay, like that being a woman and being submissive, that means you have to talk like this. You have to be very soft spoken and you can't get angry. You have to be able to just say, "Don't speak to me this way." And you don't. And listen, there's different types of females out here. There's different type of women out here. Some people, they're not fixing to let you talk to them all crazy just because they're a woman. I really don't know how to work this phone like that. Okay, well, I'm doing the best I can to read what you're saying, God's child. But God loves the world, yes, and we have God within us, and so that we should be able to love each other. And she can't even accept love, let alone tell somebody else how to live it and to give it. You know, because she doesn't even, like I said, this woman does not even understand the true essence of love. Let's go back so we can really hear this. Let's go.
About sin, though.
Nothing inside of that body. I'm telling
There's
you.
nothing inside of. He said there's nothing inside of that body.
Oh, my doctor would beg to disagree,
Yeah.
but okay.
But I mean, there's. If you're not a Bible scholar, I'm usually, wanting to talk to people who know a little bit more about the language and the actual Bible.
But how is that helping you? Debating.
Oh, it helps a lot because I uncover the esoteric of the Bible. People have been taught that Jesus is a serpent, that the serpent's evil. When you tell people, no, the serpent isn't evil, you start.
I never said that. Oh,
breaking-
you're talking about
start
yourself.
breaking programs.
Okay.
The programs that tell you that you have to keep sitting here and talking like this. When
Would you
people
believe-
scream at you? Because the Bible tells you you're supposed to submit. You're weaker. You're lower. You do what men say. So if you knew that there were certain things in the Bible
Mhm.
that programmed your mind to
Mhm.
not be naturally yourself,
I
it
would
would help you. So me showing people that Jesus is the serpent in the garden of Genesis 3
Mhm.
helps people say, oh, I'm breaking just like in the Matrix. Once he saw that one thing, Neo started breaking the program. So
I
that's the
disagree
point.
with you. What would actually
Well,
be
you keep
helpful?
saying you disagree with me.
Well, what would be
Give me
helpful?
a reason why you disagree. Wait, why
I
do
love
you
washing
disagree?
dishes.
Why?
So she talks about that she keeps disagreeing, but she never can say why. She just says, I disagree. How can you just disagree and then not have anything to follow it up with? Like, I disagree because, like, well, why? What kind of conversation is this? You know? What kind of conversation is this? Really? Let's go.
Do you disagree?
What would be helpful is if you didn't mock me. All right.
How am I mocking you?
When
You're
you
very
try-
passive aggressive.
No, I'm being
you are.
honest with you.
No,
Okay.
you are.
You can believe whatever you want to.
I don't know how I ever mocked you.
I-
Go ahead.
When you
I'm trying to be super nice with you
Wait.
because you seem very sweet.
I
but
am.
I
Here's
don't
the
know how to
thing.
mock you.
I think you're projecting because
Now I'm projecting.
yeah, if I may finish.
Sure.
When this man yelled at me and I did not react in kind, you could not believe that because you could not see yourself being shouted at and maintaining your composure.
Right.
So
Well,
when
what's
you look
wrong
at
with
me
that?
doing that,
Now you're projecting.
okay, you are telling me that I'm not my true self because I'm feminine and because I'm sweet. Would you believe that I'm happier this way?
No,
When I was
I
a
don't
boss
think you're being
babe,
feminine. I don't. I know femininity. You're not being feminine.
I would
being-
ask
you're
the
being a
masculine.
You're being a robot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And you're pretending. You're a pretender.
Okay.
Because you've been taught femininity is talking like this
You're
and wearing
wrong.
pearls.
You're
and
wrong.
saying, I am not going to do that.
You're wrong.
That's not feminine. Feminine is
Femininity is supporting-
Let me get this out.
Okay.
You've had a child.
Yes.
2 children.
Yes.
That's one of the most painful experiences in life.
And beautiful.
We just can't. Here we're together.
Okay.
It's beautiful, but guess what? It's fierce. It's violence. It's
Yes,
pain.
yes.
There's blood.
And it's in the
But you
Bible.
would say that's not.
That's what I tried to explain. It's not in the Bible. It's in real life. It's in reality. And it's in the Bible. Okay.
Feminine.
I never said
Oh,
that.
I'm just gonna lay here and have this.
Didn't I
baby.
just say
I'm
that?
having a contraction. I'm fine, doctor.
I don't remember you
That's
being
what you're
there.
You're not feminine. But you said you're making. We need to focus on what is feminine. Feminine is the beginning. It's the fierceness. It's the darkness. Hold on.
I think you're
Can I
talking
get
about
this
being a
out?
feminist.
It's
Okay.
the darkness.
Only if
Can
I may respond.
You will.
Okay.
It's the darkness in the water. Life, it's not just the womb. We can look at the microcosm of the womb, the waters in the womb. And I know you're confused. That's why you're looking around. Listen to me, though. I'm here with you. I love you, or do, because I want you to know the womb is the darkness in the water. Life began in the darkness of the water. Your Bible says life began in darkness. That's the water. That's not sitting here and going. It's scary.
Please don't mock
Wait,
me.
No, I have to. It's scary.
No, you don't. You
It's
can make your
unknown.
point without
It's a
disrespecting.
scary, volatile, chaotic.
Why are you
place.
so scared?
No, I'm trying to tell you what's feminine. Oh, feminine is that.
Okay.
That is the core of femininity.
I disagree.
Femininity isn't, I'm just going to mute out. No, femininity is roaring. That roaring that he did.
I
That's
disagree.
his feminine side. That he
No,
brought
that's
up.
an emotional man
No,
having
but
an
you're not
outburst.
hearing me, my friend. My friend. The part that you're hearing when a woman is giving birth, she's yelling. She's
Absolutely.
screaming.
I was there.
So you equate that with masculine.
No, that's not what I said at
So
all.
Yelling isn't masculine.
Okay, I'll wait when you're
I'm-
finished.
yes, I need you to. I need you not to just listen to.
That real voice just came. That real voice, though. I heard it. That real voice just came. You said, hold up. The real voice came. Please do it again. Your real voice just came out and we all heard it.
I'm waiting to
No,
respond.
I've been waiting for that voice for a long time, and I finally heard you. I love you, and y'all never cuss again. 'Cause
Thank you.
I heard you. Now, I've been here trying to figure out who you was, and I heard that voice.
Okay.
Only for a quick. There I go again.
Okay, but here's the thing. I said in the very beginning, there are times
Give
when
me that voice again, please. It's so
I don't. I'm sorry, I missed it. But what I'm
because
saying,
because you've been listen. You missed it because you have bottled you up.
no.
Right? That you bottled you up. That voice that just came outside of you. That's you. Could you
How about
please
this?
let me hear it?
Have you ever
please?
gotten feedback that someone didn't like something and you wanted to be better for that someone, and so you improved
You
yourself?
can't prove your. That's what I'm saying. Let me say something. You
Okay.
can't prove yourself. When you came in this world, you was perfect.
I
right?
disagree.
Listen, because you came in this world, you're gonna die the same way you came. Listen, nameless.
Why she just disagrees about everything, but she can't say why. You know, I want her to say I disagree, and this is why. This is why I disagree. I haven't heard her do that yet. And so to me, it's like you're just disagreeing just for the sake of disagreeing and not having any substance to your disagreement. We weren't born, we were not born in sin, we were born perfect. I disagree. Why do you disagree with that we were born perfect? Isn't God perfect? And why would he make something imperfect? Or it, or whatever the creator is. Why would the creator create something imperfect? That's why I don't believe in a lot of these stories that these fairy tales in this Bible. So
No one's gonna remember you.
I
It's not-
disagree.
listen,
I have a legacy. What's yours?
I'm gonna tell you this. All right, you don't have a legacy.
You don't know that.
I'm gonna tell you how I know.
We don't know that.
I never said that. I said, what is
Let me
yours?
I can tell you, right?
Okay.
Because right now in this history, everybody watching this, they're gonna say who their grandma is. They're gonna say their great grandma is. They can't say who their great grandma is. They forget. People can't even tell you. We argue a lot about Jesus. There's only a few people that we remember. No one's gonna remember you. The only
The
thing that
internet
matters
is forever.
now.
I disagree.
Listen, no one's gonna
Is
remember
the internet
you. The only
forever?
thing that matters is
Maybe
now.
you don't want anybody to
No,
remember
I
you.
do. I want everybody to remember you. Listen, I want everybody to remember you. You're attached to something. You're attached to doing something that's not going to work. When you get to the
I think it is working.
how it's going to work when no one's going to remember you.
No,
The
I
man that
disagree
you
with
with,
you.
if you die right now, he's going to go get some more pussy.
I thought you said you weren't going to swear
I say
at
if
me.
you die, if you die, pussy is not a square word.
Yeah, but do you have any
Pussy
other?
not a square word.
Do you a square word?
Vagina,
Do you have any other use of the
Coochie.
English language?
sex.
Yes.
Right.
Of
Listen,
course,
so
he's
if you
a
listen,
masculine man.
No,
He's going to get
a
more
masculine.
sex.
No, a masculine man don't run around just getting sex. That's
But
a
you
freak
said if
man.
I die.
No, it don't matter. It don't matter because I'm gonna say this.
Yes.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this to you. And I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm just gonna say this.
I'm not
I'm
arguing.
gonna say this. Whatever happened
Uh-huh.
in your first relationship,
Mhm.
right? To where he told you, right, you talk too much, or you talk too much, or you talk back, and he made you think that you wasn't acting the way a woman should act.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you that wasn't a man because listen, a man can accept a person's opinion, a person's
That's true.
mind. A man can sit down and have a
You're
conversation with a
absolutely
woman.
right. We've been doing that here, and I believe that I've been very effective communicating without shouting, without swearing. I did want to take a moment because you told me I wasn't feminine, and there's a lot of men in the room.
You are feminine. You
Could
just
I
too
please?
you too feminine.
Now it makes sense. I didn't know you were this femininity.
You
So
too feminine.
for me to
You too
have a
feminine.
Because you're not masculine.
No, you too feminine because listen, because half the men, the men out here right now.
I was gonna ask.
You-
Okay,
the
I
men-
don't know the
men
men
out
in the
here not-
room.
No. I say the men that you're looking at in the world. The men in the world, they're not
Yeah.
masculine. Because
Okay.
listen, they run around and they doing things. Everybody is both mixed. What I'm saying is that you're
Yes, we agree with that. Thank you for the
Final-
compliment.
final point.
Final point. Well, it was a pleasure talking to you both,
Yeah,
and
you're
I
nice.
appreciate having the debate.
But Jesus is the serpent in the Garden of Genesis 3.
You can believe whatever you
It's
want
not a
to.
belief. It's
Well,
actually.
he asked me to make my final
I'm
point.
sorry, sweetheart. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
I just
So-
wanted to stay in character for you. You know, the feminist, masculine lady.
You're
Go
doing
ahead.
a perfect job.
I know.
Okay.
I knew you thought that.
Yes,
So,
absolutely. Okay, so my final thought is Faith is something that we choose. We don't have all of the answers. Even the Bible says, I set before you life and death, choose. Whatever you want to choose, that's fine. I'm not here to convince you. I believe in a masculine man, a feminine woman, marriage, children, and family. I think that's the only thing that's going to keep this planet going. If you choose to believe it's a prison planet, that's fine. I see the beauty in every day, and I'm grateful for an opportunity to live and enjoy it.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
All right.
Thanks for watching to the end, guys. Please comment below your thoughts on the episode. If you agree, if you disagree, I'd love to hear it. I read every single comment.
Man, that was something, wasn't it? That was something else. I don't even know what to say. Listen, I will say this. I mean, I invited you up on the show. I gave you the link. The link is on there. But anyways, I will say this, is that, you know, right here we saw a display of a person that was definitely withholding herself for the appearance of femininity. And that is not what femininity is. We need to understand that femininity is not this gracious thing that happens where you just allow people to dump all over you and you just bow out and just talk soft and don't say nothing that's going to hurt anybody's feelings and all this other crazy. No, that is not what being feminine is. Because a real feminine woman is not going to sit there and allow you to just do that. Because if you got children, you know what I'm saying, you're going to have to protect them at some point. No man should want a woman that's just so docile that their children would be at risk even being alone with them. that without a man being present, that there would be nothing. There would be, you know, that woman is just incapable of defending herself or any of that, you know. I'm trying to find this video I have on my Facebook. I think it really shows the truth about femininity when it really boils down to it, because I think that people got the feminine aspect all wrong of what that really means. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I can't. I might have to. Hold on. It was a lion, and honey, this lion, it was a female lion, and that damn lion slapped the shit out of that. I think the male lion hit the little baby lion. Here it is, right here. I'm gonna show y'all this, okay? I'm gonna show y'all what true femininity is, okay? Because people got it mixed up. They got it all messed up. What it really is, okay? I want y'all to check this out. Now, this is true femininity in at work in the animal kingdom, and you can see it right here, plain as day. Watch this. You see that? So you couldn't see it because these words are over it, but the male lion slapped the little baby lion. And honey, that female lion went up to that male in his face and slapped the dog crap out of it. That to me is a feminine. Feminine is not just sitting up there laying down and letting anything go down or whatever. You just accept it. Let's watch this. He slapped the little baby. She got up in his face. Bah, 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 bah. Well, I wish I had that I wish I had that sound effect. Bah, 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 bah. She slapped the crap out of him. Don't hit my baby. What we doing here? Don't hit my child. Well, you really don't understand, but you didn't come here to voice your opinion. So, next time, get your phone together and come up. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Much love, guys. I hope you enjoyed the show. Peace.
Just when I thought I couldn't find my way out, yeah, I searched the God in me to find my way out. I know it can seem way out, but the Creator flows to and through me from way out. I'm talking way out, yeah, yeah, yeah. See, if you believe in the God in you,